and run it. I mean, I could go around and do case files, but
say your life flashes before your eyes when you're dying?
If the story's right there, I'm just gonna be the story.
You saw it all, huh?
Yeah. There I am, bleeding out. And suddenly I'm getting the 3rd degree from Matsugane-san. Back when I was still just a rookie. Captain Hamura stares me down like, time to lose that pinky. And then, Higashi starts crying for me. Oh, if I'm gonna go, I ought to get a better final scene than that shit, right? Right?
I'm sure it'll be rosier when the time comes for real. Glad you pulled through, man.
That bastard Soma, though. Next time, he's fucked. We could have avenged Sawa-sensei if it weren't for that stupid ambush.
Well, you didn't tell the cops about him, did you?
Had to give the cops a statement, so I did. With a generous side of bullshit.
That'll get you busted, you know.
I'm joking. All I said was the truth. That I got knifed by the same twisted fuck who got Sawa-sensei.
In that case, it's only a matter of time until Soma's arrested. So for now, we'll go after Kuwana, the piece that ties it all together. We just have to find him before RK does.
Kuwana, huh? He's on my shit list too, just so you know.
Huh?
Kuwana must have had some sort of agenda back when he first met us. In fact, it's probably because you were looking into Mikoshiba. He palled around with me all because of that. I'm just a sucker of the agency, huh?
I wouldn't say that.
Still. The moment an ass for me to kick turns up, this is the shape I'm in.
Just focus on getting better. Tsukuma will stop by later, too.
What? Sugiura gonna give me the cold shoulder?
He's coming with
me.
me.
He and I are off to question Mamiya. He said he'd drive us from Mijincho and everything.
Yeah. Stay safe in here, alright? I love you, best friend. I love you. I didn't mean to give him best friend title. I only give that to Tsukuma. You want me to run back to my place? Well, luckily, there's a case right in front of me. There's a case behind me. And there's a shop. What's this shop? So, it's a mini convenient popo shop. Don't mind if I do. What are these things? Sure. I can only carry 3 of everything. I gotta restock up on food. What am I thinking? I gotta do everything. Hey, literally everything. Pocket tissues. Does pocket tissues do anything in this game? Nope. It may come in handy is all it says. Thank you. Thank you for nothing. Hug bombs. Oh, hug bombs increase SP? Really? Alright, max out of cigarettes. Let's get my cigarettes back. Bam. Thank you, thank you. Now that I'm restocked up, the main story is this way. And there's a case file right in front of me. So you could bet your ass that's where I'm headed. Straight down here. Over this way. Is it this one? Is the next one? Try. I don't need to look at my SP points yet. We're good. We're also right here anyways. I remember I'm supposed to meet someone here. I was going to give me the case file information. That's all I know. Where is he? This guy? Where'd that guy go? And the other one disappeared. The director. Rewrite to account for user behavior.
Excuse me.
Are you from Babylon? No, I'm not from Babylon. Please, take a seat. I would love to. I did see someone sitting here earlier. Can you tell me if he was with you or not?
Hi.
I'm a developer for God-tier games. What type of God-tier games, huh? They also do the marketing, event planning, those sorts of things. Coding, writing, sound testing, all of the work inside the game.
I see.
Wow. Okay, over 100 employees. This is the director. He's a genius.
Hi.
Okay, well,
I see.
apparently they like him. However, he's actually emotionally unstable,
Hi.
which can be a bit moody. Not HP, let alone his never-ending meetings with the publisher.
Hi.
Please stop making me read. He might storm out of the house. It's actually attached, he might come back. Where's the last scene, Where was the last scene? Alright, thank you, I'll go check. Uh-oh. The Babylon producer. He stormed the office. He was screaming. Alright, well. They're in a rush, and it looks like I'm headed right behind them. So we'll see. See if I have to go there right away. There was another case that was supposed to be here, but I guess it's only at night. Oh, the boxing! The boxing, dude. If there's any time I'm gonna want to fucking do boxing, it's right now. Shit. So you want me to go back to Yokohama 99? Ah, fuck. I'm right here though. Why do you do this to me, Gabe? I'm right here. Alright, well, I'll just have to do it later. Sorry, not sorry. I'm a bit sorry, but I'm just sorry to myself, to be honest with you. This guy dropped something.
Excuse me.
Clear resin. It's cool how they give you USP. Alright. Well, sorry, doggo. No time. No time for you. No new jobs.
Oh, yeah, but I can't help
Oh, I didn't mean to skip that.
responsible. If I hadn't asked you to come to a Gene show, this could have been entirely avoided.
No reason to beat yourself up.
I'm trying to get
Soma's the one at
both of
fault.
us in this.
Kaito-san sees it
fucking
that way too.
Yagamishi.
Best friend. You and me all the way. Best friend.
So, we off to see Mamiya?
I am.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Alright, let's do this.
They keep taking taxis everywhere. I think
Mamiya
that's the
was
issue.
involved in both Kawai and Mikoshiba's murders. And even if that's off, we can at least learn more about Kuwana-san as a teacher.
There's no way they'd have me do another crazy fight, right? Right? I love how the lad has a vehicle. He got a vehicle before we got a vehicle. Uh-oh.
Yes?
Oh, yes.
Hi, it's Yagami. I dropped by with Genda Law the other day.
Not again.
Yeah.
I have just a few more questions I'd like to ask you.
You told me the last visit would be your only one.
That's until
Seriously,
something
why do you
came
keep
up.
showing up here uninvited? Please, just leave me alone.
I suppose I should mention, I'm here today as a detective, not a lawyer.
So what?
And my partner here is Sugiura. He's with an agency called Yokohama 99.
Never heard of him.
No,
He's based in
not too
Ijincho.
surprising.
He's working a case. Maybe you saw it on the news? The murder of Seiryo High teacher Yokosawa, killed in her own apartment. You and Sawa-san were classmates in high school, is that correct?
She's not gonna answer us anymore, dude.
After leaving Kurokawa 13 years ago, Sawa-san moved to Ijincho to teach. Are you still there?
What is it you want? I haven't seen Yoko-chan since graduation. Now go. You're barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah,
Maybe
really.
you'll remember Kitakata-sensei then. I ran into him at Sawa-sensei's home right before the murder. He was your homeroom teacher at Kurokawa, but resigned after the Mitsuru Kusamoto incident. Just like you, he appears to be connected to Sawa-san.
So why am I being singled out?
No.
Can't you just ask someone else?
Who else?
It's a long list. But right now, we're here to find out how Sawa-san got mixed up in all this. You two weren't necessarily on bad terms, were you?
If I had to say, we weren't on the best terms either.
Ah, how convenient. Because that's a perspective I'd like to hear more about as well.
My husband will be home soon. Can you keep it quick?
I'll give it my best shot.
Exactly. Thanks for hearing us out.
Hold on just a moment.
Hey, she's actually opening the door for us. I thought she'd close this off.
Huh. Wonder what's going on.
She
bolted,
didn't.
do you?
Wouldn't count on it.
No way.
Should we ring again?
Yeah, she's on the 5th floor, right? How hard? Bam.
Sorry,
She's got
everyone.
2 kids here.
I just wanted to clean up a little.
Clean up a little. You're probably hiding something, right?
Is your son home today?
He's at English school right now. I have to pick him up soon.
And your son's gonna, and your father's
your
gonna,
husband
and your
help with any
husband.
of that?
That's what I meant. I said everybody
You
else.
are in no place to make those kinds of comments.
Fuck.
Sorry. Didn't mean to pry.
Well, what is it you want to ask?
Have you seen your sensei lately?
Have you been in contact with Kitakata-sensei lately?
I haven't. He's someone I'd rather not have in my life.
Are you surprised that he stayed in Ijincho after resigning from the school?
No, not really.
How about the fact that now he's using an alias?
I had no clue. But again, he has nothing to do with me.
That's fair.
Do you remember Mitsuru Kusamoto?
Yes, we were classmates in high school.
He jumped off the school's roof after his classmate Shinya Kawai bullied him. I hear he's still in a coma, 13 years later.
Weren't you going to ask me about Yoko-chan?
I was,
Sure.
but there seemed to be an awful lot of Kurokawa graduates surrounding this case. And strangely enough, they
We
were
get to
all
that
in my
point.
class. Kitakata-sensei being the prime example, as well as a guy named Akaike-san. Remember him?
Well, you're right. We were in the same class.
And would you say you're all familiar with Mitsuru Kusamoto's situation?
Yes, but that's not a warm memory for any of us.
I understand. I'm sure it's not.
Okay. Well, last one.
The groping was orchestrated, right?
Excuse you?
When Akihiro Ihara grabbed you on the train, you were in on that, weren't you? The whole thing was a conspiracy, staged to play out as it did.
You need to leave. Right now.
Dude, what gives?
No one would even think to consider a predator and his victim could be accomplices. It's unheard of. But if it was to establish a murder alibi, that's another story, considering how much lighter the sentence is. That way, Ihara got away with killing Mikoshiba, paying only a fraction of the price. But as luck would have it, proving it is going to require you to
It's
cooperate.
quite literally this old high school group
I'm calling the police. I mean it.
pretty much staged together how to get through
You and Ihara
a murder
But once
and
I
play
learned
it
the
off so that way they weren't going to get arrested for murder.
She was in your homeroom class. She looked after Toshiro.
By literally playing the system.
To everyone. But just before I could ask her about any of this, she was murdered by Kamurocho gang. That same gang has been hunting your old teacher, Kitakata-sensei.
What is it you want from me?
Lamia-san, do you have any idea where Kitakata-sensei could be? He may be Kuwana the handyman, but he hasn't answered his work line since Sawa-san's murder.
I don't know. He was my teacher a decade ago. I barely remember his face.
Well, I'm willing to wager Kitakata-sensei still remembers yours. I'll prove it right now.
Oh God, indeed. Show the video. Show the video.
No.
This was recorded at Kurakawa Academy 13 years ago. Feeling nostalgic yet?
It's the day.
It was well hidden. Your Kitakata-sensei had it on a USB drive. He really didn't want this thing being seen. The most interesting part is the date. It's the very same day Mitsuru Kusumoto jumped off the school roof. And hanging out in the back, we see you, laughing and cheering right along with the other bullies.
Guess it's safe to say it's a good thing your family wasn't home. Wouldn't exactly want them seeing this, would we?
Has this video come up? Has Kitakata-sensei ever mentioned to you that he had it?
Oh, whoa.
Please. Please delete it.
Considering the angle, I get the feeling that this was recorded in secret. And based on your reaction, did you even know it existed?
You know what happened to Mitsuru-kun. He's been in a coma ever since what you did to him that day. But still, only one of you took the fall. Shinya Kawai took all the blame. Well, sorta, being that he got fired, Kitakata-sensei took heat too.
Yep.
Still, you all just moved right along with your lives. You've even got
Trying to forget about it all. Now, guess who's coming in?
Are you expecting someone?
Well, the husband was supposed to come home soon, right?
Amiya-san?
Well, I knew it would happen someday.
Do you have your
What do you
backup
mean?
plan? What is your backup plan? This is the backup plan. They're trying to escort her out. They're trying to abduct her. On purpose though, they're rescuing her in their eyes. Man, I'm sorry about your fucking living room, but this is gonna get fucking messed up. You like a taser? Taste this bat. Oh, I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I had some heat and I was trying to do something different.
Well, this turned
It
into
turned
a shit
into a
show.
shit show.
And would you look at that? Our old friend Akaike-san showed up to play a part. So you are all working together.
Yep, I pieced it together.
What should we do with them? They're the jerks who hurt Tsukumo-kun, right?
They did hurt
With every finger on
Tsukumo.
their hand, it still won't make you even. Come on, they may have more on the way. I have an old haunt in mind we move this to, and Mamiya-san's coming with.
Oh, what?
Huh?
Let's not cause a scene, okay? I'd hate for a finger to slip and post this video.
Yeah. For real. Oh, look at where we're at, huh? The arcade center.
You think this is your personal jail, Yagami? What makes you think you can keep bringing captives here?
Honestly, this is the second time too.
Spot we know. Doesn't it feel good to be such a reliable friend?
Yeah, Higashi, be cool. We won't be around long.
Be cool. You think time's the issue? This is about respect, man.
What's your call? We kicking him out?
Oh, quick bit of news, Higashi-san. Kaito-san got shanked in Yokohama.
What? What the fuck? Kaito Aniki? By who?
You'll know once we're done explaining. Let me introduce you to Mamiya-san first. She called up her friends to come after us just a little bit ago.
Yeah. And I'd do it again.
I don't give a shit about that. What happened to Aniki?
Yo, fuck you, bro. You gotta be listening to this. Oh shit, I'm actually...
RK assholes. And how could Aniki
Fuck you,
let
bro.
him get to him like that?
Now that Higashi-san's up to speed, should we get to it?
Nah, I know. I just got really defensive. I didn't mean to say fuck him.
First, you'll tell us everything you know. We'll decide how to deal with you afterward.
Alright, there we go. What do you think about my skills? Yeah, more health. EX wall smash. Holy crap. EX drunken fist. EX attack. Let's get these two. Effect activates at low health and EX's boost. Huh. Let's save this. I don't know. I'm really bad at trying to spread those out.
What do you want to know?
I want to know everything. The autosave in this game is really nice, at least.
Let's start with the video. Any thoughts you'd care to share? I found it on a flash drive in Kitakata-sensei's room. Or should I say, Kuwana's. I take it that means he's the one who recorded it.
Yes.
That means Kuwana already knew back then the rest of you were bullies too?
Yes.
Oh
If that's
shit.
the case, then why was Shinya Kawai the only student thrown under the bus for it? Kuwana-san didn't show that tape to anyone else?
No.
We had no idea we were even being taped. We didn't find out about the video, or the reason he sat on it so long until way after graduating.
Why exactly did he sit on it for so long?
Yeah, why?
Kitakata-sensei said he kept it so he could teach us for the rest of our lives.
What?
What?
If that video came out at the time of the incident, I'm sure life would have been hard for us then. After all, Kawai was exposed online, and that would mean millions of yen in compensation for damages.
Yeah,
but you guys
I
could
guess-
have wound up in the same boat.
I guess it's fair. He didn't want to ruin
And
everybody.
mostly would have come across as dumb kids he roped into helping him. We might have caught some flack, but people would chalk it up to kids and their cliques and move on. But that's only how I would have gone if it had come out while we were still teenagers.
You're saying circumstances are different now?
I have a child now. A husband, an upscale apartment. If the world sees that tape now, I'll lose it all.
You should have thought about
And what do you
that
think would happen to my son?
before, you know?
The son of a woman who drove a kid to attempt suicide. His life would be ruined.
You're trying to hide something from the world.
Hoarding is more than kids being cruel. Mitsuru jumped from the school roof that very night and is still in a coma today.
I get it. You have that much more to lose now than when you were a kid.
Alright, yeah.
Same for all my classmates. Kurokawa Academy is a prestigious school, after all. Most graduates go off to great universities and land high-paying jobs. One started his own company.
Is that like guaranteed?
Have families.
And they're all in your
Do
position
they get
too.
scouted or something?
If that video gets out, they lose everything.
Exactly. Do you get it now? He waited for all of us to get what we wanted in life, just so he could threaten to take it all away.
Yeah, because you ruined his life,
He
right?
started contacting us. Every student you see in that video.
When was the first time Kuwana approached you?
5 years ago. I was out on a walk with my son when he came strolling up out of the blue. At first, I barely recognized him. His eyes were so hollow. Then, without so much as a word, he took out his phone and played that video. He's a psychopath.
Well, all you kids tormenting Mitsuru looked pretty psychopathic to me.
Oh, and you're so perfect. An angel who never once acted out of line. Never lashed out at someone weaker than you, or sided with the group to shut someone out. Everyone does it. We were just lucky enough to have some creep tape us, picking on some kid who couldn't take it. Why did this have to happen to me?
I'd say it's because bad things happen to bad people. You'll sling your barbs from a safe distance, but once you're on the other side of it, you curl up and play victim.
You said it was 5 years ago that Kuwana showed you the video? Reminds me of something Shirosaki-sensei was looking into.
What?
There was this guy. I think his name was Shinya Kawai. Something about him getting snatched off the streets about 5 years back.
Oh, you know something about Kauai? Yeah.
Then it was you guys. You're the ones who abducted him in Kamurocho and murdered him.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't us. We could never do something like that.
Really?
It wasn't us, huh? So you're not denying he was murdered after all? Who was it then?
All Sensei told us was to find Kawhi somewhere in Kamurocho, then bring him back with us, no matter what it took.
Did Kuwana tell you what he wanted with him?
He needs to be there when you all beg for forgiveness, is all he said. And if we refused, he'd leak the video. So we all went to see Kawhi, but he wanted nothing to do with Sensei. Considering he'd cost him everything, that came as no surprise.
But doing nothing would cost the rest of you everything too.
Yes. So we had to force him into our van. After he put up a fight.
Yeah, that lines up with what the local eyewitnesses said. So then what happened? Nobody's heard from the guy since.
We were directed to bring him to a wharf in Yokohama. And that's where we begged for forgiveness. After that, he said we were free to go. All except Kawhi.
So you left him there alone with Kuwana?
We had to. The day after, I got a message on my phone from Sensei.
What did it say?
Nothing. There was only a video. It was of all of us, pushing Kawhi into the van. Turns out he recorded what we did in the city. You can see all our faces so clearly. How we covered Kawhi's mouth as he screamed for help. Even if you know all the backstory, the video is a clear-cut abduction. As I was watching it the first time, another message came in. This time, a picture. When I saw it, I just went cold. That's when I knew I would never be able to escape him. It was a picture of Kawhi. Dead. Anyone who saw those messages would think we killed him after shoving him into the van.
And that's how he got his real leverage on his former students.
Since then, We've been at his beck and call. No matter what he tells us to do, we wouldn't dare refuse him.
He's giving you orders?
That man! He forces us to help him. He makes us accomplices to murder.
Murder?
What the hell? Murder who, exactly?
Any bullies involved in suicides. That's who Sensei's got it in for. Anyone he could find across the country. He doesn't even care how old the case is. If a student commits suicide, and bullying is suspected as the cause, he'll turn up. As far as I know, counting Kawai, I think he's killed at least 7 people.
7? How's he doing this?
So his idea of justice is killing bullies? Across the entire country?
He said that's the only way we can atone. Anyone who drives someone to suicide must always face justice. Until society comes to terms with this, he says we'll keep getting our hands dirty. That way, we might be able to save the next few Mitsurus before it's too late for them.
Not sure I should say this out loud.
This is so fucked
Kinda
up.
rooting for this guy now.
Yeah, let's not.
So was the murder of Hiro Mikoshiba on that agenda? We know Mikoshiba drove Ihara-san to
Like, he's trying to be
years prior.
honorable,
That
but
has
it
to be why Kuwana let Ihara
definitely
murder.
in the wrong
How
ways.
you found your role in establishing his alibi.
Not just me. Grabbing Mikoshiba required a good number of people. All the people who pinned Ihara down. And even the ones who filmed it, they were working for Sensei.
So that's how it went down.
So was Ihara
An unspoken agreement that we wouldn't
not working with you guys?
He just makes us his accomplices somehow. Like luring a target or digging a
I
hole.
figured all of you were together.
But the one thing we can't ever do is turn him down. If we do, he'll send his video of us abducting Kawai to the police. And then Kawai's body will turn up with our fingerprints all over his corpse.
Yep.
And we know that because he's hidden Kawai's corpse in a freezer somewhere.
Oh, serious?
He's
That's my
preserving
evidence
one
then.
of these murder victims?
That's my evidence.
So as long as he has that, you're wrapped around his finger.
Sounds to me like Kuwana's had one thing on his mind for 13 years. Sitting on that video and becoming an Ijincho handyman was all in service of his real motive, killing off bullies.
It was just information
He's
grasping.
dragged all his former students into this hell, until the day it destroys every single one of you.
Is today that day?
Probably.
We'll see. I'm still curious about a few things though, if you don't mind.
And not with me around, you won't.
There are these scumbags chasing down Kuwana called RK. What part did they play? Strangely enough, they never came up once during your confession. So tell me, why'd they come for Yokosawa?
That I don't know for certain. But Sensei did reach out to Yoko-chan about 6 months ago over the phone. He was
Saying
asking
what?
her about the suicide at Seiryo High.
The suicide at Seiryo High. You must be talking about Toshiro Ehara.
The lawsuit played out like no bullying took place, right? That the school wasn't responsible. But Yoko-chan was a teacher there, and Sensei was able to get the truth out of her.
How'd he do that? What did he say?
From Yoko-chan's perspective, she and Sensei were both just teachers dealing with students attempting suicide. I think that's why she let her guard down and told them everything. After learning the truth, Sensei believed Mikoshiba needed to be held accountable.
So if Sawa-sensei hadn't talked to him, Ihara wouldn't have gotten involved? And none of this would be happening in Ijincho?
Possibly.
No, this isn't right. Sawa-sensei
that doesn't
didn't
sound
know
right.
Kuwana's identity or his objectives. She thought she was just talking through her problems with a sympathetic ex-teacher. At the very least, she sure as hell didn't deserve to die for that.
It's not like we're the ones who did it.
Yeah, I mean, you're just making her feel more guilty.
Who is it?
Block number.
Oh, great. You love those.
Hello?
Yo, know who this is, Yagami?
Yes, sir.
Kuwana?
Yeah. I heard you're looking for me.
Yes, sir.
I'm willing to meet you now if you come along. But you have to let Mamiya go in exchange.
Why?
What?
Alright. She's free as soon as I see you.
Works for me. Then come on down to your office. I thought I'd let myself in.
What?
Alright, yeah, I don't think I got anything there.
This chair's pretty comfy.
Pretty sure I locked up behind me when I left.
Listen, I'll only meet you alone. No one else. And don't make me wait long, or I could change my mind.
He told me to meet him alone. You can let Mamiya-san go once I confirm he's there.
You gonna be alright by yourself?
Maybe.
Well, he already knows Mamiya-san's with us. I'm guessing he was watching us from somewhere. And I can't afford to do anything that would piss him off enough to make him disappear.
Got it.
Oh, we'll take care of this end of it. Shouldn't you move your ass?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I should, huh, motherfucker? Should I gamble? I got the Megalodon in normal judgment. You think I could find it in this game? Well, welcome back to Camarocho. We got some of these cases here that I haven't even touched since arriving. Coincidentally, I can do one of them, maybe not both of them. It all depends on where I get teleported to, and which one happens first. Because one of them is definitely going to activate. He threw his friend. Did he not realize that? Oh, he broke free. Oncoming traffic. Why is my pocket tissues full? Watch out, lady, watch out.
Hey guys.
More pocket tissues? Alright, well, here's Millennium Tower. I'm not too sure which either of these missions are. Should I do this boss fight? Nah. Oh, one is a side mission, the other one's a romance. That's what it is. See, they both should be in here. Let's head up. Hello, you're not the romance. That's the case. Oh. That's the case. Oh. You're right. Oh my god. Alright. First thing first. I think this is nice. Let's do this. Dude, why do you have nothing to talk about? I got you some tuners. Maybe I can... Inspector? We could talk about something? Maybe this unlocks something to talk about? That's what I'm guessing. Wanna hang out? But where? Let's do... the batting center. I love the batting center. It's way more fun than darts. At least for me, you know? Serenity bat. I got this. Don't you worry about it. I'm the best around.
Alright.
Yep.
Last time I think I got 6.
Nice.
So that's what I'm going for, is more than 6. was too far over to the right. No way.
Yeah.
Here comes the fastball.
Nice.
Oh, dude, I was a little late for sure. The 90 kilometers one, dude, I always forget about that one. Inside twirl. I was too far inside apparently. I'm not even gonna get my record.
Yeah.
One under my record, it's even worse. What are points for? Can you actually exchange points here? Yep, goodbye. Alright, Ryan. Better still be in here, bro.
Hey.
Oh ho! Everyone's watching. Sup? Sup, Ryan? It's good to see you again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he opened his own dojo, I heard.
Oh. Huh?
The Russian? Oh, that's
Seriously?
interesting.
Hmm?
Whoa, what's he doing? Whoa, what is this guy? At this sturdy age of 78.
Yeah. Hmm?
A ninja outfit.
Huh? Seriously?
A ninja costume.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brian. I've always wanted to be a ninja. I knew I could count on you. Always giving me the things that I want. So he wants me to go to his dojo. That's not here, is it? It says Senru. Was that what this is? Oh, he took over this building, or took over next to that building. Because that's where that gang used to be in Judgment. That's where the I can't remember which clan was over there. Was it the Tojo clan that was over there? Man, I'm actually here. I didn't think I'd get here this quick. This is a side story. The chaos of the Master Rider. Fuck. I just took the most direct route over here. Well, let's check out what this motherfucker wants. Here we go. It's been a long time since I've been on my own place.
Hope you don't mind I let myself in.
I heard, yeah, you
Now,
told
are you
me.
gonna hold up your end and release Yui Mamiya? Come on. You and I can either try to make this work.
You're the one that really has her
or neither of
captive,
us is
bro.
gonna get what we want. So, you gonna make the call or what?
You're just trying to abuse this woman and use her for your own gain.
Hello? Yagami-san?
I'm with Kuwana. You can let Mamiya-san go.
Got it. Will do.
Sorry about all this, Yagami. Why don't you sit down? Maybe it's time you and I had a heart-to-heart.
Please, I'd like that.
How's Kaito holding up?
Kaito-san's recovering in the hospital. For now. Sawa-sensei is another story, though.
I can hardly believe it. She was the last person I wanted to get mixed up in all this shit.
If that's the case, why were you already waiting in her apartment?
And looking like you're showing RK.
Wait over there to get their hands on you. So why was she the one lying on the ground? Answer me, Kuwana. Was it because
Well,
of you?
she was lying on the ground because he
Would you feel
escaped.
better if it was?
How dare you?
You're thinking that if you hadn't stuck your nose in her affairs, she might be at home grading her papers right now. You tell me. Is that what's eating away at you right now?
A little bit, yeah.
Because if it is, you're mistaken. That guilt is mine alone to bear. It's my burden to carry. When I saw on the news that she had been murdered in cold blood, it felt like the whole world had stopped spinning to me. I would take it all back right now if I could.
I hope so.
Unfortunately, to fix this, I'd need to turn the clock back further than you'd think.
You mean back to when you were a school teacher?
Yeah, basically. Back to when I still had a little faith in humanity.
Yeah, that
Seeing
makes
someone's
sense.
life get cut short, you never really bounce back from it, do you? But I don't have to tell you that.
Nope.
I did my homework on you, Yagami.
I've had my fair share of
Seems
things.
you were a fairly accomplished lawyer. You even scored a murder acquittal. But we both know how that ended. The death of an innocent young woman.
Don't talk about Emmy here. Uncalled for. Emmy has nothing to do with this.
You and I are the same. We both have scars. And they're the type of scars that never fully heal.
Yeah. Maybe you're right.
But for Sawa-kun, it was 13 years ago. The very day before Mitsuru Kusamoto jumped, she stopped me in the hall so she could tell me about how serious the bullying really was. Up until that day, I just assumed it was boys being boys, teasing. I figured it was harmless, that they'd get bored with it, and then they'd move on.
Damn.
I mean, come on. Kawai had to have been twice the size of Mitsuru. It's not like I'd seen any fighting, so I warned him not to overdo it. And eventually he would take the hint.
Well, according to what I was told, you smirked, actually.
Yeah, I guess that's what I did.
Huh.
I was too late. Sawa-kun had to point
It's hard being an adult to kids.
Sensei,
They remember everything.
how could you be so blind? She asked. Her eyes were this piercing mix of pity and scorn. According to what she told me, nearly half the class was bullying Mitsuru. She said she'd seen him at the station.
Dude, that does not look like
Seemed
him.
like he had half a mind to jump onto the tracks right then and there. I'm not so presumptuous anymore. But back then, I used to think my students were my biggest fans. I thought I'd won their hearts and minds. But the look on Sawa-kun's face that day made me see the truth. I couldn't just go on smiling like nothing happened. So I decided to do my homework. The next day, I put a hidden camera in the classroom after school.
Yeah.
So you admit that you're the one who recorded that video?
How else do you think he got it?
You saw it, right? Talk about the ugly side of kids. Hard to watch, wasn't it? Unfortunately, by the time I picked up the camera and saw what it recorded, Mitsuru had made his jump. I missed him by a few crucial moments. What happened in that classroom was the final straw. Later on, all the bullies were asked what happened. Each and every one of them lied. Kawai started it. It wasn't our idea, they said.
That's when you realize.
To anyone outside of it, all they'd seen was Kawai forcing Mitsuru to do his bidding. So the people held culpable were Kawai and myself. The callous homeroom teacher who deliberately turned a blind eye. That was the day I began living my life with real purpose.
So you couldn't forgive your students who got away with bullying. You went so far. You put aside your own life to make sure they atoned somehow.
That's right. Mitsuru Kusumoto's still a vegetable. He's as good as...
It's true. I don't think you call him that, but it's true.
We have no right to forget about him.
You say that, even though Sawa-sensei ended up paying for it. I'll ask you again. Why were you at her apartment the other day? Don't dodge the question this time.
I wouldn't say I dodged it. But I suppose I should explain from the beginning. 4 years ago, there was a suicide at Sawa-kun's school. It was her own student this time.
Oof.
You know this, right? A student at Seiryo High School? Toshiro Ehara.
Yep, we're aware of this.
When she was in court, Sawa-kun had no choice but to say there wasn't any bullying. Soon as she told me that, I knew Hiro Mikoshiba would be my next target.
Why'd you say it like that?
Of course,
it's messed
she
up.
had no idea about any of that. When Sawa-kun learned Mikoshiba had been murdered, though, she reached out to me herself.
What did she want?
She had a sneaking suspicion that I was involved in his death. She called me a few times, prodding carefully for answers. Quite the perceptive lady, really.
And? What kind of answers did you give her?
What kind of questions did she ask?
But at one point, she mentioned something kind of odd. That there was a detective at the school already investigating the incident.
Oh, yeah?
Huh?
You?
She meant you, of course. A detective already knee-deep.
That's when he showed up.
Despite the police barely even knowing about me.
Just after we spoke to Sawa. Yep. That makes so much sense.
Police are a pain in the ass. But when an out-of-town detective comes sniffing around, that's bad. I knew I had to act fast to get you off the trail. Although, Sawa-kun was a problem too. I thought I'd kill two birds with one stone.
Which proved to be a lot harder.
First, I found out where the two of you would be meeting up. At that little cafe. Then, I hired the Liumang to stay.
Yeah, so who's that woman, though?
But you put up one hell of a fight. They had strength in numbers, but you would have taken out the whole group if I hadn't stepped in.
No, you didn't.
Nevertheless, my other message went through. At the same time, Sawa-kun was handed a photo of Mikoshiba's final moments. I left that task to someone you know. Yue Mamiya.
Really?
We hadn't seen each other in 13 years. Sawa-kun had no idea.
So Mamiya knew who she was. That makes so much sense.
Everything I did that night was intended as a warning to Sawa-kun. Although, I guess I didn't have to be so extreme about it.
Yeah. Sawa-sensei was too smart. She must have started suspecting that you'd had something to do with Mikoshiba's murder. After all, who else could have known we'd be meeting at that cafe? She'd have traced it right back to you.
Even if Sawa-kun had started to suspect me, I knew she wouldn't sell me out to the cops.
Not without asking you.
We're too alike. The both of us lost students to suicide on our watch. That said, I couldn't bear the thought of dragging her down into the mess I started.
Her justice is a lot more different than your justice, though.
And I thought she would stay away.
The day she was killed, she called to ask if we could speak in person. I could tell something was wrong. She was on the verge of tears the whole call. Then she broke down. I asked her why, of course, but she wouldn't give me a straight answer no matter how I tried to phrase the question.
So then what? Did you just waltz on over there? It doesn't seem like you.
Watch it. You don't know me well enough to say that.
Maybe. But I assume you had some sort of plan going in. Were you gonna confess to her?
Here's the thing.
Tell her how you feel.
She figured out that I was behind Mikoshiba, and it didn't sit well with her. I would have told her every last detail.
Really? All of it?
No. I think she would have understood me. Or at least that's what I had believed. And
there's no way.
She was forced to make that call.
I don't think so, to be honest with you.
I'm sure she'd have rather washed her hands of me. Hard as it is to hear, I think she called me under duress. RK probably had her hostage. That would explain the vague responses. That's probably why her voice was trembling. It's tragic.
You mean it was RK? Why do they want you so badly anyway?
I don't know.
What?
If I knew their angle, I'd be doing more than just scurrying around.
You serious?
Believe me, I'm just as clueless as you are, much as I hate to admit it.
So who'd you upset?
Honest, I'm not thrilled that a small
You
army
took
wants my head on a platter.
Kuwana, which was their boy, apparently.
How RK seems to show up at the worst possible times. Someone must be pulling their strings.
Then we're on the same page. At least we agree on something.
Just a sec.
Who's calling you?
Yeah. I'm still over here with Yagami-san. You're not being tailed by any of his guys, are you? Okay.
I think this is
I'll meet you right now.
the uncle.
That was Mamiya-kun.
No?
She said she's free. You guys have been true to your word. Tell Sugiura-kun that I said thank you.
Now you want to go? We still have some business to settle here.
No, he's gonna go straight to her.
I'm the handyman here. Let me do the dirty work. I don't know what else to tell you. But you need to get out. While you still can.
Nope, I'm knees deep into this,
I don't
dude.
want to go busting my ass just to find you again. Before you leave, I'll need some contact info. A phone number would be nice.
Oh, no need for that. As far as I'm concerned, this is goodbye.
I wouldn't count on that.
Yeah, we chased this motherfucker. Who do you think I am? I'm not gonna let you away that easily, motherfucker. I've been waiting too long to see your ass. Yeah, it's just where you're gonna take me, huh? Where is a bucket? Or a soccer ball, maybe? So many quick time events. There you go. Yeah, you try throwing something at me, alright? Nope. Guess not. Oh, dude, seriously. He's so far. No, I don't. Get back. Get back here. Grab this left. That was a good kick. Hey, he's tired now. He's tired now. There's no way he's getting away. Yeah, that's right. Fucking punk ass, you thought you can run from me? Yeah, he's gonna shove me away, you motherfucker. I saw it coming.
Get back here!
28,000?
What the? Where'd he go?
Yeah, this is one hell of a parking structure. This isn't good. I feel like I'm gonna get jumped.
Kuwana!
I was right. Oh, it's the same guys, no less.
You guys again. You really need the masks? Come on, Kurakawa kids.
Yeah, I know it's you guys.
You heard that, right? The detective here already knows everything.
Kuwana!
What are you going to do now? What do you think happens when he spills everything? Sounds like your lives are over, unless you shut him up.
Stop tormenting these people.
But Sensei, you'll finish the job for us, right?
Huh? Is that you, Akaike?
Oh, he's even got a name to your voice.
Answer me, Sensei!
I know. I'll be the one to finish it. You just knock him out.
Okay then. Time to learn your lesson!
Come on. What kind of lesson is this?
Yeah, why are you trying to gang up on me, bro? Wow, he took that like a champ. Oh, nice stun. Guess what, bitch? Bam. Up, up, up. You're gonna have to fight me, dude. If you're gonna want to lose me, you're gonna have to fight me. Don't let your students fight me, bro.
Kuwana? Oh no, Kuwana!
Yeah, he fucking ran, didn't he? Oh shit. It's Mamaya. No! Yeah, not again.
Really? So nice of you to stick around. Mamiya-san. Well, since Kuwana couldn't stay, sounds like you're not out of the woods just yet, huh?
Nope. That's why she attacked us. Yes, 7,000 SP. Alright, well, that's gonna end it for now. Whether I get back on will be up to Zero Team, because I probably won't be back on until I talk to him. Maybe even before. But I'm gonna take a nap. So enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, night. Take care. Bye-bye.